Little song for you, and the name of it is Feel like I'm unstoppable. I feel like I'm conquering obstacles. I know he been watching me, he got a spot for me, so I'ma do what I gotta do. Now I can tell that it's probable. I used to feel it was impossible. Now every time I'm in the booth, I tell him the truth. Like I ain't got nothing to lose, got nothing to prove. No longer confused, my spirit been used to bring us in tune. Now I can move, I choose to take him to school. I feel like I'm making the rules, I give him the blues. Feel like I'm on top of water, but no, I'm not taking the cruise. Now that I grew, I cannot ever be through. I've been through a lot in these shoes, I'm new. I look at the devil like, who are you kidding? Like, who are you kidding? I'm kidding. The sins I committed, I know I'm forgiven. I know I'm forgiven forever. But either way, I still feel like I'm winning. Feel like I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. Cause everything I do is God written. I remember when I wanted the women and money, pull up with the race. I can surrender the money and women for the Holy Ghost and pull up with the faith. I am the light, I am the promise. Look at my wife, she is the goddess. I wanted to die, she gave me guidance. Now I can fly, I am the pilot, I am the pilot. Told me that now is my season, he's giving me all that I needed. All that I need. I can manifest a word of my own if I'm covered in the blood of Jesus. Manifest. Now I can finally sit on the throne because I got rid of the evil. Got rid of the evil. Now I finally can bring us home and save every one of his people. It's real. Oh my goodness, atmosphere that fell off the bushes. Oh Lord, atmosphere that fell out the goddamn gone bushes. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Look at Guns. Where you been, Guns? Oh Lord, Guns that fell out the bushes. Oh, Guns. Yes, sir. Check this out. Good morning to you. Oh, hey, that was a good one. Thanks for the laugh this morning. Woo. We're gonna have a moment of celebration. Father, we just thank you on this great sunny morning for our brother atmosphere that has fell out the god darn gone bushes. We miss his presence on this page. Hallelujah. Where you been, guy? Where you been? No, I'm just kidding. Let me quit playing. Hyperactive is a thing, and I am she. We're just saying. I'm up here calling out I am she. Where is she at? She need to be over here. Where is Gary? With his hey, we're gonna do a collection plate today after service for our brother Gary's he has this thing called bufferinitis, and we wanna help him to upgrade his screaming app, something his screaming yeah, you know what I'm talking about. We want to help to upgrade his scream, so we're gonna take up a collection. He said you have not because you ask not. So we're gonna ask. So we're gonna get a donation. I mean, I was all into that dang on piece he was on talking about you are not an island. I thought it was so good. Then we get cut off. I was ready. I was like, is he gonna come back and finish? It was like I heard my name through the struggle, and then it was like he was just gone. I think he did us dirty. What you think, atmosphere? Did he do us wrong? I mean, he was doing so good. It was like, yes, I had my client listening. She was like, he ain't lying. He telling the truth. And here he go, just gonna buffer on out the window. You supposed to get back up and fight, Gary. You don't just give up because you start buffering. You start over. Come back. Come back, damn it. No, listen, I've been saying this page is not a spin-off. You know, I don't, it's not a reaction. It's not none of that. It's me, my page, what I do. But I had to check myself just now because I really did want to do a spinoff because Gary had me thinking, a lot of times we be talking about isolation and stuff because that's one of the things me and
Watermelon was talking about last night. She was talking about she had been in isolation, and I was just asking her, were you in isolation on uh, purpose? Hey, word. Were you in isolation by choice, accident? You know what I mean? Because sometimes we say we put ourselves in isolation as a way to shut down and shut off, and that's why Gary's live really triggered me, I guess, in a good way, because he said, "You are not an island. We are not an island. We're not meant to do things alone." And I think that just goes with everything he was talking about. We are, I say it all the time, we are to be an encouragement to one another. We might not supposed to encourage everybody, but we are supposed to be an encouragement. You never know what the next man is dealing with. And it can be 3 words that save his life that day. Then the next day, it may be 3 words from somebody else that save that person's life. But imagine having an opportunity to just meet somebody with kindness and you don't. And then the next day, you read a post talking about, man, gone too soon. Little Reggie done something, something. I think about stuff like that, but I care about people. So I guess if you don't care about people, those things don't necessarily um, come to mind, I suppose, or you don't think that far into it to realize that that could be a thing. I think the going thing on social media is, if someone comes to any platform um, and express themselves, and I'm not saying we shouldn't be with ourselves. That's never that. It's never that. Sometimes we put ourselves in those spaces by ourselves when we're not supposed to be. And I think we have to know how to do both. If you don't know how to be alone with yourself, how can you be any good for anybody else? You can't be content with yourself. You can't be content any other way. Because there are going to be times that we are alone, but that still doesn't make you an island. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean. I think those times by ourselves when it's supposed to be and not forced to be, just because you don't want to deal. Those are the times where you are, like you say, you can't be with others or be for others if you don't take that time for yourself. In those times of isolation, that's where we're gaining our wisdom, our knowledge, our understanding of things. We get our downloads. If you don't come out with any power, then you can't help anybody. So it's not that it's not necessary. Alone time is necessary. That's not what we're saying right now. That's absolutely, I have it all the time. And that's why I asked that question. Is it accident on purpose? Uh, are you doing it because you chose to do it? Is it a choice, accident, on purpose? And when I say on purpose, I don't mean like I did it purposely. I mean, I wasn't trying to be in isolation, but somehow I ended up here. Those times when God trying to talk to you, and maybe you're not trying to, take that time to shut down. And then he just makes it where, like, my phone ain't rung in hours. I'm home. I ain't got nowhere to go. I ain't got no clients. Those are the times when I know it was on purpose, his purpose. But when it's my purpose, is I make a choice. I ain't trying to be around nobody. I don't feel like people today. People be people, and I'm done. In that isolation, that's where my mind usually go. hmm when you put yourself in isolation because you don't want to deal with or face things, I don't think that's necessarily a good space unless you are really going into that space to come out with a different outlook. It's not a space. It shouldn't be a space of, let me put this on the back burner a couple of days, and because I think that's where also depression develops. And I think a lot of people get that isolation mixed up with that the purpose. When I was just talking about his purpose, they get that mixed up. They're like, oh yes, God had me in isolation. Child, you put yourself in isolation because all you came out and said was God put me in isolation. Okay, what happened in isolation? What did you come out with? It's a defense mechanism in a lot of ways. Hey, really, it's going on. It's a defense mechanism in a lot of ways. A lot of people that, like I said, they don't want to face the troubles of the world. They don't want to face the things that they're supposed to be um, getting through, over, past. So therefore, they purposely just shut down and shut off. That is not the isolation we want to be in. But I was saying here on social media, a lot of people get judged for expressing themselves. People will actually try to provoke them into, I guess, not sharing what's on their heart or their mind. It may not be the idea place for a person to come and say, my kids is going crazy, these little bastards, something. It might not be idea, but for some people, it's the outlet that they have. Maybe they have a whole slew of people around them that have shunned them away over and over again, or criticized them about always needing something. You never know when a person comes on and put a post up, and it seems like you ever seen somebody post up something, and I'm trying to get an example. Yeah, I'm going through right now. Family be the worst sometime, and I'm trying to do this and that. People won't do this, and I can't do that. I was trying to do blah blah, whatever the case. And then in the comments, you will see people saying, "Oh, this is not the place for that. Take it off the internet. Don't put your business on. This ain't the place for that. Why you put that here?" What if that person has been crying out to people around them, people in their reach, and everybody is like, "Man, you always dealing with something. Got on somewhere. Anybody trying to that shit, man. Whatever, whatever." What if that's the only outlet that a person has? What if that is literally a cry for help? And then you got everybody in the chat telling you how to handle your own business, what you shouldn't say because of what they wouldn't say. I always say, just because you wouldn't post it, don't make it wrong that the other person posted it. Some people's level of transparency and honesty is different. Some people don't typically wear a mask or try to hide um, what they truly feeling or going through. Some people just genuinely don't care what the hell you think, and they will share how they feeling. It says what's on your mind on Facebook. So why do we get criticized for what's on our mind just because you don't get it, just because it's not on your mind? Or if it was, you wouldn't post it there. My point being, there was a time where I noticed on social media somebody be like, "Oh, pray for me," and I would comment prayers up, and I keep on scrolling, going about my way. And one particular day, um, I did that, and I typed prayers up. We are responsible for what we disclose. Um, and I stopped to think about it. I said, how many times have I said prayers up and never once said a prayer? Because prayers up is not a prayer. That's just you responding to what somebody said. They need prayers. Prayers up. And if you look at the chat, or the what is it called? The thread. Most people say that prayers up, and they put up the prayer hands, or they just put up the prayer hands. How many of them people do you think actually said up a quick prayer, if nothing else? So on that day, I decided that if I saw something like that, if I wasn't gonna comment a short prayer or say a short prayer before I said prayers up, then I'm not gonna put anything in that chat, because I'm at that point I'd be a liar. But there's also that person that I would see, and everybody be getting down on them about what they're posting. I'll go in their DM. I won't put it in the comments, and I'll be like, "Hey, I just saw your post, and I just wanted to make sure you're okay. Are you okay? Is everything okay?" And that person will genuinely just be so happy that someone cared enough to say something, to check on them. And they may say, sometimes they'll dump. I ain't gonna lie, people will dump. But that's what lets you know that that person really, really, really wanted someone just to maybe listen. I've had a person that people was going so in on for what they posted. Only thing I needed to know was, are you okay? You're not wanting to hurt yourself, are you? People don't think about stuff like that. When you read things and a person seem like they might be getting ready to do something to themselves, I feel like we're obligated to make sure that person is okay. At least I do. But that may come from me taking human services. If you think that someone is in harm, you're supposed to call the proper authority. So I don't care. I'll ask you, are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. You don't feel like, you're not going to harm yourself or anything. No, I'm just going through. My mama did this. My kids is okay. Well, everything's going to be okay, right? You know, I'm here if you need to talk. It's simple stuff like that. But I don't think that, I guess it takes for you to get in a situation that you need someone and not have anybody to talk to understand. You know, some people are literally on what, like Gary was saying this morning, an island. And it's not by choice, it's by the people shunning them away or looking at them different because of the things they're going through. Ain't none of us leading a perfect life. We all have a moment that we are going through something. And a lot of people are just selfish and they could care less what you're going through. As long as it ain't them, it's cool. Until they come back around. And then when that same person don't come through for them, then they piss the hell off. See, I always think it's funny when people criticize others' opinions with their own opinions. I'm turning this into a meme. Content pimping. You silly. People don't even take enough time to consider helping someone with something like that. Right. And it's not necessarily a lot. How much did it cost me just to pop in there and say, hey, I saw your post. Are you okay? And it ain't always that thing. Content pimping. What is content pimping? But yeah, man, I mean, it's just the encouragement for me. Like people, everybody don't necessarily want encouragement, but I would think everybody need it. I'm sorry, I don't think it's anybody out here that don't need encouragement. I think the person that say I don't need your encouragement is the person that needed the most. It's a lot of hurt people in the world. We see it every day, but we say it so loosely. Hurt people, hurt people. But then we go in on the people that's hurting people. It's just like it's a weird world out here right now. While we'll all be somewhere tuned in to a whole bunch of craziness, there's someone somewhere in the world out here just taking people out for no good reason. Some hurt crazy person on the loose. I don't know if y'all probably wasn't around when I had did that. It was like the second time I ever went live. I'm pretty sure y'all wasn't around then. And it was just a weird space for me because I was just kind of like irritated by how a lot of us feel like we are to expose people, digging up dirt and just blasting people out. And I'm a person that believes that God exposes, and when He exposes, it's nothing compared to finding someone's jail record or their past. It's way worse. And on this live, it was like I don't know, something just came over me, and I'm like, y'all need to stay vigilant. It's gonna be things happening that we don't expect to happen here. Stay vigilant. If you see somebody that got on a trench coat in 90-degree weather, run. It was like one of those, it was like some urgency. But it's like with everything that I see happening, whether it's on a college campus or the man yesterday up there, offering them people, those are the things I think that's what it means. Be vigilant. Because you can be having a day out shopping, minding your business, and somebody walk in the store and then boom, boom, gotta stay vigilant. Gotta stay vigilant. I've been here forever. Since 2011, and I was gone for a while. And when I came back, I'm like, oh yeah, let me watch this. Yeah, but everybody can't draw. I'm a ruler. I'm trying to find the back exit. But you never know. You know what I'm saying? So it's just in those cases. Sometimes we don't want to help a person that might be headed in the direction of becoming that person. He was, man, you just never know what people dealing with. It's hard to just look at person and be like, oh, that's an evil person. I don't believe people just start off that way. What happened? You know what I mean? It goes deep. Now, I'm pretty sure something ain't right, but nevertheless, sometimes those people are created. Sometimes people are bullied into those ways. Oh, I am. Trust me, my daughter be getting on me all the time. But you know what? The word, the way my mind was set up for some time, I wouldn't do it because I knew I wasn't mature enough. I really felt like if I had one of them things and somebody pissed me off, I'm going to jail. And until I felt like I was not that person anymore, I chose not to. Be like everything fine until you get it. That was my thought process. And then people like to piss you off. So my thought process was, I'm gonna shoot this nigga in the knee. And I said no, because you're gonna go to jail and you don't like jail. So I just never, you know, I never got one. Good morning, Tisha. Never never got one. But like I said, I'm in a different space in life. I'm a different mentality. You know, now I see it as you're a single woman who lives alone. You need protection. You're out here doing the Uber Eats thing at times. You need protection. So now that I'm past the if you piss me off, I'm gonna pop you because I can stage, yeah, I can do it. You know what I mean? I can learn how to use that properly and use it for what it's for, protection. Like I know I didn't have that thing. I wasn't ready. But like I said, my daughter be like, "Mama, you better get you one of them things." I'll be like, "I am, daughter." She got two. My kids are dope, man. I promise you. I love my kids. I really do. I just love them. They, man, I love them. I love them kids. Them old people. I love them. So my daughter, she's so sweet and kind, but you know, I'm turning to John Wick. I love Keanu Reeves now. I love Keanu Reeves since Wayne's World. John Wick is sexy, okay? Jamaica Wick. Yes. Be like, I am Mrs. Wick. Yeah, I had to get there though. So I'm definitely going to get me one. Um, I might as well wait now so I can go ahead and get my license in Virginia. Yeah, it's time. I gotta get it. Yes, I sleep watermelon. I went to sleep good last night. I didn't stay on too much longer after you left. CKJ came up on the panel. Lord have mercy. Bless my brother. He funny. And then I ended up getting off. I don't even remember falling asleep. I just woke up. I had to be at work at 8 o'clock. So I went and did the lady's hair, and I suppose right now I'm supposed to be packing up stuff to take to storage, and guess what I'm doing? I'm on live. We live, y'all. Nah, but I am going to do it though. I don't know what it is. I'm a last minute person, and I don't. I want to change that a little bit because I will wait until the very last minute. I'll be doing everything tonight and tomorrow, or probably all tomorrow, and I don't really like that. I don't really like that about myself, but hey, it's me. Oh no. I hope he feels better. Pray for that big supernatural healing to hit that baby right now. Yes. For real though. Yeah, but I think that, like me, we can have a level of care. We should. We got people out here that's in our immediate sight that's dealing with things, and most of the time we'll get on the phone with somebody else, be like, girl, did you hear about what Toya? She always got something going on. If I was her, I'd do this. That ain't cool. You know. That's why I love when I come on here, and especially like when we do the Q&A. That's just a time for y'all to ask me stuff and me to answer. Just about, it can be weird shit. I don't care, to keep it light and to keep it fun. But then there's times where you might have a question about something you're going through. And I always tell you, I don't know everything, but I know a lot of something. And then we figure stuff out together. When Watermelon, she might share something, and then I'll be talking, and then Gary will be in here, and he'll start dropping something. And even though she be always crying, she said, we still, I think, I would hope that we feel better. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. I would hope that we feel better at the end of the day. But imagine if I just looked at her message and was like, man, this lady always in this chat talking about blah, blah, blah. What if? What's your favorite color and number? I really don't have a favorite color, but for some reason I like this purple going across the screen. You know what I mean? Like, how in the world I don't know. But I guess if I was to choose a color, it was always blue. And then my favorite number, 7. Yep, 7. Can't be divided. Can't be divided. Hey, realist, it's too early for me to be dealing with me. I know, right? It's too early for me to be dealing with me, but I'm stuck. Listen, they thought I was on one last night. I wasn't high, I wasn't drunk or nothing. I was just too hyper. That must have been sleepy. I must have been sleepy. But I did like what Gary, if y'all missed Gary earlier, he was doing an excellent live. And that's why earlier, before y'all came, I was talking about doing a collection plate, because his internet his screaming was awful. Yes, his screaming. He was screaming. He wasn't streaming. He was screaming. So that's what I said. We're gonna take up an offering for Gary's internet. Cause I'm telling you, he was good. Y'all got to go and find that out. Let me find Gary's page. It was pretty dope. I told him a long time ago, press play and talk. He finally did it, y'all. He finally did it. My day has been made because atmosphere fell out the bushes, y'all. We ain't seen atmosphere in the month of Sundays, and he done fell out the bushes today. Glory. This is a good day, It's a good day. I got to do my Charleston mama's hair today, so I got to see her before I leave. That was important to me. Certain people that I need to see before I go. Is that Gary's live? Good morning, Gary. We were just talking about you behind your back. Yeah, we ain't seen atmosphere in a month of Sundays. Shoot, he fell out the bushes on me, baby. I said, "Oh, look at atmosphere. Thank you, thank you." Okay, that's the lie from this morning. Like a dog, huh? Really? We were just talking about the collection plate we're gonna take up for your bufferitis that you had this morning. We want you to get a greater internet. And in the church announcements, I was like, Brother Gary was struggle screaming today. He wasn't streaming, he was screaming. And we're gonna open the doors and take up a collection plate. Cause he was getting into some good stuff. I was in there like, he ain't coming back. What happened? He gotta finish this. All I heard was Meek something, and I'm like, oh man. And he left. Gary left the building, man. I'm like, no, this is unacceptable. Finally get the man to go live. And he don't even come back. Thank you. Thank you, darling. So what was the first one was the live from this morning, Watermelon? No, that's his page. Okay. Gotcha. I'm clear now. I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, he just to me the live was, I mean the topic was just so good, so that's why I said I don't do spin-offs, but I kind of did want to spin off because he was talking about not being an island. We're not meant to be alone. Everybody needs some help at some time. Okay, see y'all later. Bye, nephew. Bye. Get out. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, man, but oh my God, I'm forgetting what I'm doing, y'all. Hold on. Me and multitasking is not getting along today. I gotta sneeze again. But yeah, Gary, you inspired me, so I came on here to talk about um not putting a oh Lord, look y'all. Look. Atmosphere fell out the bushes for the second time this morning, Jesus. He pulling up, waving at the people. Yeah, that live was dope though, Gary. I'm so very proud of you. I'm so happy you finally decided to press play and talk. Because I can't be the only one talking. Me and Selena can't be the only one talking. You gotta play. Listen, we so happy to see you this morning. If they hiding out in the bushes, I don't know if you're in the bushes or not. What's going on with Atmosphere? Where is he? He's supposed to be my guns. Find a call. Like, Atmosphere. I know you probably be in the bushes. Hear me when I be saying, "Where is Atmosphere in the bushes?" And then he'll just don't say nothing. So today, only reason why he falling out the bushes now because I caught him falling out the bushes on Gary page. You ain't slick, Nico. You is not slick. You ain't slick, but I appreciate it. I'm still happy to see. He like, oh shoot, she done caught me. She done caught me out the bushes. Now I gotta come out the bushes on her page because she gonna be on my ass. Yes, I was gonna be. And he was first. Atmosphere said, let me pull up. Am I ready? Hell no. I mean, I'm ready. But this apartment ain't all that, I'm ready. But ain't nothing else ready. I'm gonna get ready though. I'm absolutely ready. I'm excited. Like, man, I bought me a couple of clothes. And Yep. I'm going to my little class Monday. If I end up leaving Saturday, then I'm going to church Sunday. And then I'm going to look at maybe a couple apartments on Monday. So I can be proactive in that sense. I'm not ready right this minute to get my apartment, but I'm trying to spend my Christmas there. So that's my goal, is to have my place before Christmas. She had me one fit in the jailhouse. Now we gonna bring you out. That's all. Listen, when we had these conversations, it don't just stop here for me. You know what I'm saying? I think about some of the stuff we talk about, or some of the stuff that y'all say, that y'all share or whatever. I even think about some of the stuff that I share, because sometimes I'll be like, dang, Sheer, where you get that from? How did that come? I'm always amazed at what God allows to come through me, because a lot of the stuff that we talk about, I know it's not me. I can't take credit for it because I don't know a lot of stuff. And some of the stuff I be saying, I be like, how the hell you knew that? Where did that come from? And so I know. But I do think about those things. Like, when you were saying you've been in isolation, I was really thinking about that. Like, what does that mean? That's how we opened up over here today. Like, okay, is that somewhere you put yourself to run and hide? Did you get there on purpose because God put you there? Are you just taking a break? What are you doing in isolation? Are you just sitting there hiding? Are you coming up with solutions? I want to know. I am being nice. I'm not. Let me put it this way. I'm not specifically speaking to her saying she was in isolation. I'm just saying, period, as a whole. Even if I say it, these are the questions I begin to ask just because she said it. So this is not about her. This is about isolation in general. And you was talking about we are not an island. So therefore, it really started making me click and think about it. Come on now. Come on, Bishop. Get it together. Come on, Bishop. You know what? I'm nice to watermelon, but I feel like anybody in here that come to talk, including myself, we need that hard push. We don't need no patty cake tap you on the shoulder, woo woo woo, because most of the stuff we already know. We just patty caking around it. So do I just sit here and let you patty cake, or do I ask you the hard questions? We know the easy answers. You don't want to answer the hard questions, so I feel like, well, I'm gonna sit here and give you easy answers instead of just being like, listen, what is it? Pull your big girl drawers up. I be having to tell myself that sometimes. I be looking in the mirror like, self, you better than this. You bigger than this. I got the power. And then I'll be like, get your shit together, me. You play too much. You know very well how to handle this. Move around. You can't do that. You're better than that. Okay? Now, get back in the game, me. Go. I don't want nobody. If I'm your friend, I promise you, I can't patty cake with you. Because I don't have that thing. I know how to be sensitive. I know how to be understanding. And I know how to be delicate. But no matter what, I have to come with force. But I ain't going to cut you, because I allow the surgeon to do the cutting. I tell my friends anything I would want a friend to tell me. Don't lie to me. Don't sugarcoat it. My mentor, we real good friends. She's not just, I just call her my mentor. She's not like somebody I paid to mentor me. I call her mentor because I learned so much from her. And she's that friend that will hold my ass to the fire, period. She don't let me get out of hard questions. And if I answer the question stupid, she's going to be the one to say, girl, that's bullshit. And that's how she's going to say it. That's a quote directly. I expect that. Even when I don't like it, she will let me talk for an hour straight. Yeah, because I'm trying to get such and such to do this, and if she would just do this, and she, and I'm just like, forget it. I don't know what to tell you. Da 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 da. I get to the end of that hour, and you know what she asked me? Well, I heard everything Watermelon want to do, but my question to you is, what the fuck Meat gonna do? And I just sit there like, I will sit there and I won't say nothing. I'll be stuck like, oh no, she didn't. And then 2 days later, I'll call her and I'll be like, you was right. But I'll be having to swallow that thing because it'd be like, it'd be tough, but it'd be right. You know, I could sit here and have a whole plan for everybody else, but never talk about the plans I have for me. And that's the problem sometimes. That's why we can't necessarily encourage everybody. But I do believe we are supposed to encourage somebody. We don't have the capacity for everybody. And it does matter how you say it, and when to be stern and matter of fact is not to be rude. Now, a person who weak in their little feelings, it don't matter what you say, it's gonna be rude if they don't want to hear it. But sometimes I don't know how to say anything other than flat out. Unless I got some kind of analogy for it. Some kind of little illustration. Perfect example with my sister. She been on here telling the story about the abuse she been in. And I said I used to have a different way of talking to her. Now I'm not mean, but I can't, there's nothing else I can say except for, do you want to die? Because I feel like that's what she needs to hear right now. Because there's nothing I can say, nothing I can do. But just remind you, you might lose your life the next time. You got away this time, but you might lose your life this time. And that's not being mean, it's not being rude. It's the God's honest truth. I'm about to say the God's honest truth. The God's honest truth. It's true. You know what I mean? How many people are in situations and you don't ask them that one hard question? Nigga, you want to go to jail? After you done told them, dude, you need to get out the street. Man, being on the block gonna get you caught up. Running with that person gonna get you messed up. Sometimes the only thing left to say is, you going to jail. If it's the truth, it's the truth. You might not like it, but hey, hopefully that helps you. What else can we do? And then some people, you're just supposed to not say anything else because you done said everything you were supposed to say. So it's definitely not you need to go and try to save the world, because we can't. The world gonna world. But y'all know I do believe that we all are responsible for somebody else aside of our children and our immediate family. And it might not be for you to specifically walk up to a person and say, hey, blah, blah, blah. It might just be for your actions to be on display. How you carry yourself, how you handle a situation. How I handle a situation before others that might be going through that same situation may save somebody's life. That's why I say it ain't always a great thing to be putting yourself in no isolation. Some things need to be on display because it encourages others' faith to be built. Maybe that's the only thing you're supposed to be touching on. Maybe it's not their personal issue. Maybe they just have a little low, they're a little low on faith. And if they see you going through something and coming out of something, that boosts their faith. If me can do it, I can do it. If Watermelon can do it, surely I can do it. We both women with 2 legs. I think she got 2 legs, 2 hands, 2 feet. I know she got 2 hands because she be laying them faces out. You know, nobody wants to serve purpose. You know what I mean? Everybody want to know what their purpose is, but they really don't want to serve purpose. I think our biggest purpose is to love. I ain't loving him. I ain't loving that person. Shoot, you can't make me love my enemy. Okay, I can't. I'm just telling you what you should be doing. Lead with love. When you lead with love, it allows your heart to know what your fellow man may need, and it might not be a physical action. Shoot, I hope I see some girl walking in some 6-inch heels and it inspire me and encourage me and jump on me and I can walk in my heels again. Cause I got some places I need to strut through. Oh yeah, I'm just kidding. I need to be strutting when I walk in the rooms and be like, "Oh my God, girl, where you get them shoes from? Wait a minute, what's your name? What do you do?" She got all her limbs. And I caught in my description, I said just a pulse check. That's a thing that I picked up from our church community when we don't hear from somebody for a while, because what they did was, okay, yes, we have church, but a lot of people after COVID attend church online. And what they did was created a space for several groups to be created. And you can, okay, there's men's group, there's sports group, there's women's group, there's singles groups, just different types of groups. So it created a space for people from all over, whether they were a member of the church or not. They could join these groups and have a place to come and communicate with people. Some people don't have nobody to talk to. That's another way of using social media. Some people don't have that person to talk to. So I end up leading one of the groups. And what happened was I learned that during the first semester, I did 4. During the first semester, I learned that there was a lot of ladies, because I did a women's group. There was a lot of ladies that were like 50, 60. I had them from 19 to 65. And a lot of them were saying, I don't really, with COVID, I really don't have a lot of people, because we started when we were still kind of, can't go out much. A lot of people were missing communication with others. They didn't really have anybody to talk to during those moments. So it created a space for people to have others to interact with, to have conversations that let them know we're all here and we're all going through something, but we all can come out of these things. A place to just express themselves if they were hurting, whatever the case may be. And with that, I think that's why I always try to come on here and be of encouragement. I kind of do the same thing I did in the group. I might have been a little bit more, of course, I ain't in there cussing or nothing like that, and laughing and joking, but it was a little bit more structured. But there was a thing that we call within community, there was a thing called post check. And the groups, they're a good way to say, hey, wait a minute, Watermelon's in my group, but I ain't seen her in the group in a couple of weeks. Now I'm able to go in and reach out to Watermelon because I have her contact information by way of the group. Hey, Watermelon, I'm just calling. It's a pulse check, making sure you're okay. Are you okay? Haven't seen you in a while. Everything good? Watermelon gonna say, oh, girl, yeah, I've been wanting to come to the meeting, but girl, work had me down. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad to hear everything's going okay. Anything you need prayer for? Anything you might need, I can, carry to the pastors, things like that. That's how we know who needs help. Because now I'm a leader of this group. This person can call me and say, hey, I'm dealing with this. Is there any help available? And I say, I'm not sure, but let me see if I can find someone that can assist us with that. So it's just a communication. I was explaining why I had put this is just a pulse check. And I was just explaining how I came up with that pulse check. how our church created multiple groups after COVID when everybody started doing church online. And they did the group so that you could join a different group. Like anybody could join. You didn't have to go to the church or anything. You could just join a group, sports group, men's group. You come in and have a conversation. And I was just saying we started doing that because then we could have somewhat of a way to reach out to people that, or even if it's just on your heart and somebody in your group, you just want to reach out and make sure they're okay. It's a pulse check. That was one of the biggest things that I liked about it, because when I was going through losing my dad and stuff, I had several pulse checks. They would always call and check on me, make sure I'm okay. Send flowers, send a care package. So yes, community is necessary, and we do have to kind of check on those that kind of separate themselves at any given moment. It's okay to ask for help, but everybody don't ask for help. And when you're connected in some kind of way, like now, if I don't see Watermelon on here a few days, guess what? I got her email. I can email her like, Watermelon, where you at, girl? Where you at? Some people on my Instagram, I can go DM. Is you in the bushes atmosphere? No, I'm just kidding. I really just kind of spun off from you, piggyback. I was encouraged by your live this morning. You said we are not islands. I like that. It was a good topic, and you was flowing good. I had my client listen to you and everything, Gary Brown. Yeah, she got an email address. I asked her for it, and I gave her mine, and she emailed me, and I emailed her back. Even though we suck at it, but look at him. He like, yes, I am. I was just messing again. But I do. Man, y'all, like Atmosphere said it earlier. We in the same circle. We be in the same chat. I appreciate y'all when y'all circle right here. When y'all come around the circle and y'all decide to stop and hang out with me, I'm excited. Who you trying to cake up with somebody for their number, Gary? Let me find out. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's cool, That's why I have to do this. You know what I mean? It might not make sense to others, but that ain't why we do what we do anyway, for it to make sense to anybody. Get off the phone. Get off the phone. Get off the phone. I'm just playing. You see, that phone gonna get you in trouble. That's what was going on this morning. Then people was up here calling and interrupting our chat. How you gonna interrupt our chat? Calling Gary while he helping us. Oh, okay. I was confused then. Shoot. I didn't know what the heck was going on. All I seen was I get your number. You trying to call? You calling what? Let me find out. You calling Watermelon? No, I'm just kidding. I am confused. Stop starting, Meek. No, I will never stop starting. I'm gonna always go, 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 go. Oh shoot, is my phone off? Y'all, what had happened was the other day when I was in Atlanta. Is that a good messy or messy messy? Hun Yessie? I think my phone off while I'm talking crazy about other people's phone. Let us see.
Your phone has been temporarily suspended due to non-payment. If you recently made a payment.
That's hilarious. Let me pay this bill. I'm sitting here trying to read a text message. Somebody sent the down. I'm trying to download. It keeps saying error occurred. I'm like, what is wrong with my phone? I forgot the other day when I was in Atlanta. I didn't feel like, I didn't put no money on my Cash App card. So I did a little 3-day extension. So they just turned the phone back on. I'll pay it when I get back. I done forgot, child. Meek on here talking. She was begging for Cash Apps to get her phone bill paid. Why are you laughing, Atmosphere? I wanted to know what kind of messy you was calling me, because I don't think I'm that messy yet. I'll be messy. Oh no, I'll be messy as long as it helps somebody. He said watermelon messier. Shoot. Watermelon like Peter in the Bible. She be like, hell no, I ain't forgiving them. Do I got to? Can I just give it to God? And just keep going? No. Anybody that say I am an angel be lying. Wait, what? Gary, you ain't missed nothing. I promise you. You hear everything you're supposed to hear. That's all we got to go by now. Because we don't know what you're doing over there. All we know is we got to take up a collection plate so we don't be getting interrupted. Come out from amongst that brick wall so you can scream good. No struggle screaming. Why not? I'll be saying that stuff, and I know I'll be telling. I mean, I'm not a devil. I'm just saying, I ain't no angel. I am definitely not an angel. Oh my God. I wonder why you can't. This morning I said, stop. I said, why? Why you ain't answering the phone while I'm calling you? That's how rumors get started, in it. So I can't pay the phone through the app because I don't feel like getting up going to get the card. I need the thing where my card's going to drop down. I know, right? He popular. Gary popping. We heard it. We know your secret now. What you do on that phone? That how you make your money, Gary? You got an old chat line going on over there. Bow chicka wow wow. Hello, this is Gary speaking. How can I help you today, Mrs. Greer? Bow chicka wow wow. Listen. Yeah, man, because they'd be like, you want to do a 3-day extension? I'm like, bet, I'll just go when I get back home, I'll pay this bill. I'm your private dancer for money. Oh, we got to see that. Can I drop the link and you cam up? Can I drop the link and you cam up? Gary, like, shake what your mama gave ya. Shake what your mama gave ya. Oh my God, enter phone number 216. Look at Watermelon. Surprise, surprise. Gary, do you need a manager? Because I'm very good at being a manager. I can get you the big bucks. I really can. I promise you. I'm good with advertising too. You want to start advertising? You're going to have to get an IG though. Yeah, I get IG if you want me to do your advertisement. At least an IG. I'm always trying to manage somebody. I promise you. Y'all, if Gary kept on dancing, I'm out the chat in the bushes. How you gonna come out the chat in bushes if you the one up there shaking with your mama? Gary now. Girl, too funny. It's like soon as I was trying to open up that file, it hit me. I'm like, oh shoot, it's been 3 days, man. 3 days? Where y'all going on that airplane? 3 days be going by fast. It seemed like just the other day I did it. Agree and submit payment. I hope I still got $66 on here. Oh yeah, there $66 confirmation. My confirmation number is 6554335999. Girl, my Metro gonna be Metro forever, 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 forever. I am not emotional. Girl, please. I wish I would. Let me tell you, the way T-Mobile ripped people off with all them hidden fees and stuff. Psh. Mm-mm. Oh, I thought it was 7779311. Y'all remember that song? 7779311. Man, the time used to be the stuff. I'm old. Ooh wee. You look like Morris Day. You got Frankles? Frankles. You know what? When people say you look like somebody, you don't never think you look like that person. I know I don't. I don't. What's that your deal number atmosphere? I'm about to start dialing y'all number. I'm gonna figure out them area codes. I got different area code. Man, it's a lot of planes coming over right now. Y'all, that's Jenny's number. Who is Jenny? Jenny Craig? Now I'm confused. I'm taking a page out of Gary's book. Did you? I see. I ain't even been. That's why I said we suck at emails, man. I'm gonna call you too. I'm gonna play on your phone, man. Uh-oh. Gigolos, get lonely too. Just once I wanna make love without taking off my clothes. Cause honey babe. Absolutely. Man, something. That's like 3 airplanes in like 5 minutes. Is y'all too close? You know what that does? It makes me want to go somewhere. Sometimes I just look up at a plane like, I want to go. It makes me want to go somewhere. I gotta well, I guess I'll be driving somewhere real soon, huh? Y'all, can y'all believe this time next week when I'm talking to y'all, I'll be in a whole different state? That's pretty cool. I think I just instantly got nervous just now to say that out loud. What that song say? Let's look up the lyrics to Gigolos Get Lonely Too. Is this encouraging you? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, okay, there you go. Did I get emotional? My sister made me cry the other day when I got back from Atlanta. They were here or whatever. And I came in the house. And she was sitting on the chair. And she just looked at me like, I can't believe you're leaving. You're leaving me. I'm not gonna have anybody. And then I was like, girl, be quiet. I'm on up the road, da da da. And I just looked at her and I'm like, are you crying? So she almost had me right there. I told her, I said, now, come on, man, cut this out. I'm not trying to cry yet. I get more emotional, like I haven't gotten emotional with a client yet, but I have got emotional just talking through my process. Like it be sometimes on here, I have to hit the mute because I feel like a big girl. You know what I'm saying? Not a fat big girl, but a big girl. Like it's a lot of with me. It's a lot of going through life and not having my parents. So like all those things come into play, and I think those are the things that get me emotional. It's doing something and have to know in your heart that dad proud, mom proud. I think those are the things that get me emotional. You know, the fact that I'm willing to step out on faith and do something different because I need to see a change in my life. That deciding moment that makes me emotional because I'm like, I did it. I actually get emotional because I feel like everything before me now, I can't imagine it. But I know it's gonna be big, or I wouldn't be saying it. I get emotional thinking about being intentional and actually doing it. How often have I said, you got to do these things intentionally? You got to be intentional. I said that for years. So, hell yeah, I'm emotional that I am now literally. Why is it like every week I have to say that word wrong? A 5-year-old can say that word perfectly. I'm literally being intentional. I'm more focused, and I have to give part of that to pressing play and talking. And I say that because when I first started, I told you I was everything that I was dealing with, I was talking about. It may came in the form of just a conversation, but it was like my literal real life. And the moment I said that I went from my head to my heart, that's when I knew that number one, this was for a reason. It's a whole reason that I don't have nothing to do with, and I'm going to keep doing it. But the clarity level shifted. So now that I'm being intentional, well, I was always saying I'm being intentional, but now my intentional moves are so much clear. They're so much clearer. I'm paying attention to the fact that when I get off live, within 2 days, something we talked about comes back in a message or something. Somebody else say it. Like I'm seeing those things, so I'm able to move with great intention. It kind of says full speed ahead. Yeah, I got my sister talking about, why can't you just come back every weekend for a while? I said, no, I can't. That's not the assignment I'm on. Will I come back? Absolutely. Not no every weekend. I'm going to change my whole life. I can't do that here and there. And that's the thing. That's why it's so important to push through things, watermelon. Because you can't do things here and there. You said yesterday, you got one. I got you with 1 foot in jail. That's it. That's exactly how my life used to be. I was a brat, not a fussy brat, but spoiled. I told y'all, I know I was well over 6 figures, 24, 25 years old, doing hair. Money hand over fist. Screwed all that shit up. But I had so much help. Jamaica, screwed over her money. Because I knew that if I did, my help was going to help me, which was my mama. She did everything for me. I ain't had to pay for daycare. I could go out of town as long as I wanted to. I didn't have those boundaries in place that said, listen, I'm going to help you with your rent. I got $150. You better find the rest. No, it was I ain't make no money. She pay all of it. I was so independent, but so dependent at the same time. Hey, channel. And when I decided that it's time for me to move out of this situation, which was Dayton, Ohio, when I decided to move to Cleveland, well, the first time when I thought about it, that's when my mom would be like, I know people that moved there. You're going to go there and you're going to have to come back. And this going to happen, that going to happen. And I allowed that to keep me in a place of fear. And then when I did finally say I'm going to leave, it was because I heard a message. And it talked about my purpose not having anything to do with my mother or father. And I said, you know what? I'm decided. I'm leaving. And I used to always explain my situation as being independently dependent. You stupid. And I would always say, I feel like I'm in a cage with the door wide open, like I can't walk out. That's why that reminded me of that when you said 1 foot in jail, 1 out. I'm not trapped. I'm not bound. But because I was so dependent on my mother, I felt like I couldn't do things on my own. So today I know why I had to do that. You know, my move was based on something that happened years and years later when my mama got dementia. She couldn't help me like she used to. So my move to Cleveland was to grow me up at 31. I had to grow up. I had to literally had to learn how to take care of myself. Like I told you, my mother took care of us, me and my kids. My sister's younger than me. My mama took care of me like I was the youngest. And I knew she would. So therefore, whatever. I didn't have to grow up. I can just keep doing this. But that's not the case. But I realize now that had I not did that and then my mom went into her illness and then, what would I have done? I would have never known what to do. Well, I probably would have learned, but yeah, I had to do it that way before she got sick. So when I went to Cleveland, what it did was gave me that sense of, I got something to prove. I can do this. I can't be calling home. Yes, when I needed help, she would help me, but I didn't call her all the time. That's why I say she would never know that first month or so I lived at a hotel or in the back of the salon. I did that. I drove a rental car for 4 weeks. I took it back home, came back, jumped in another car. Boom. By that 90 days, I had my place. So it's like car, nice clientele, job, 90 days. That's why I'm optimistic and know for a fact that can happen again. I agree, channel. I mean, I ain't a dog though. No, I'm just kidding. I know you don't mean it like that. It's an analogy. I get it, but I just couldn't help myself. Since I was in prison for years, yes, and I recently realized this whole time I was holding the key to my. That's why they tell us everything we have, we already have within us. We go searching far and wide, all around, up and down, expecting others to do something. Yeah, there are people that are supposed to help us and that will help us. But if we don't take the first step for ourselves, that other person ain't gonna come and snatch you and shake you up and be like, "Come on, let's go, get out." You gotta come out first. It may be just sticking that one foot out. Now I can grab you by your ankle and snatch your ass up. If we aren't taught this, we are guilt tripped into thinking this way. Right. I got the keys, 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 keys. I always say that we have a lot of keys, and I don't think we understand how to use them or what they actually open. But when you do get into it and being intentional about things, you figure it out quickly. You like because you'll recognize what a key is. I feel like your voice is a key. I feel like when you walk into a room, that's a key. Like you use those things to open something up for you. Our finance, our money is a key. We need it. You know, people like to mess that up. Oh, the money is the root of all evil. Lies. It's when you make it an idol and you love it over everything. Make it your God. It's the root of evil. You are not alone. I am here for you. Remix. Though you're far away, me and Gary's here to stay. Shh, girl, please. Hey, I need that currency. How I'm gonna serve it? How I'm gonna do anything for the kingdom without some money? Shh. When you close the door, it will crumble off the hinges. Well, I can see that happening, like the door closed and then so the hinges is what allows it to swing back and forth. I like that, Gary. Let's go, Gary. No, I was kidding. Let's go, Gary. What make it worse is, to me, is that when you do step out against their own thoughts about you, you become successful. They see the success, and then they act like you had something to do, like they had something to do with it. Shit, let them. You know that's a lie. I think those are the people we are supposed to laugh at. Get over yourself, bruh, sis. Why are you like this? Money is like a gun. I'm just kidding. It's the person with it. Yeah. Guns don't kill people. It's stupid people with guns. Heck yeah. Check. And people that want to claim stock were they first ones to lock you in a box. Because they live life in fear. And now that you've come out of that space, now they're still in fear, but they're living vicariously through you. That's where the envy comes in, and they wish they was you, and then they want to down talk you because they don't know how to just congratulate you. And then see, well, dang, if he did it, how can I do it? That's what it should be. But like I say, when people live in fear, I don't think people realize they think fear is to be scared and shaking up a pit bull that run by you, but fear is just a hindrance. It's the opposite of faith. They both exist. There is not one without the other. It just depends on which one you want to move in or towards. You can choose fear or you can choose faith. When you choose fear, you base everything on what you see. You got to be sure. You got to know. I love the analogy where they say everybody don't act like they can't have faith, but they sit in a chair that they never sat in before and have the faith to know it, that believe it's not going to fall down on them. You got to have a level of faith to do anything in life. So when we get trapped by that fear demon, that'll be the person that isolates themselves and will say, I think I was telling y'all about my friend. She has a level of anxiety that I've never experienced and don't want to, but she'll be scared to go out the house and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's when I know you're moving opposite of faith, because you're scared to move. You're scared to go outside. You're scared to drive. She's scared to fly. She's scared to ride. And her question is always, what if this is the day I crack up? And I let her say that for 2 years. And one day I was just like, what is cracking up? What does that look like? What if I lose it in front of my children? But you don't realize that that's the thing. That's the one thing that keeps you going and keeps you from cracking up, because you don't want your children to see that. Which means that's a lie from the pit of hell. You're not going to crack up, because if you was going to crack up, you would have been done cracked up. Y'all know I couldn't wait till I got to that point where I can be like the brutally honest meek with her. She get it now, boy. Woo. I ain't want to scare my lighter skinned sister, but yeah, I treat her just like Boom Quisha. I sure do. It's like, man, we really, truly, truly do have, we're on the opposite side of life. We're not on the side where there's more. I spent 2 years in the house. I only left once or twice to the doctor, and I completely paralyzed by fear. That's what I say. Fear paralyzes. So it's cool to be a little scared. At least when scared, you go tiptoeing out and peek around the corner, but you keep going. When you get that fear, you be like, I don't want to do it. Get somebody else to do it. I didn't hear that part of atmosphere. It might have been when I was talking to my client too, or I came in after that. I'm not sure, because I wasn't at the very beginning. You've been with me through the fire. I got it, I got it. I got it, I got it. Yeah, man. Like Gary said about saying you're tired. Who tired? Me? You gotta elaborate, because I didn't hear that part. Gary must be on the busted down phone call. Ring ring. Hello, you reached Gary Brown, Busted Down Productions. Bussy. Bussy. He was saying basically watch what you say because your tongue. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I suffered anxiety for like 20 something years. And of course I still find myself in panic attacks, but I have the power over them. I know it comes to restrict my breathing, to put a squeeze on me that makes me scared to move, to make me feel like I'm losing it or I don't have control. So therefore, like I could be sitting here and all of a sudden I can feel that panic attack coming on. And you know what I'll say? Bust it down, Brown. Did we just become best friends? Yep. No. I gotta watch that movie today. Listen. I done lost all train of thought. I was in the middle of saying something. I had to read that message. I mean that comment. Atmosphere, what was I saying? I was talking about fear paralyzing, not moving. Oh my God. Dang. I asked mom and dad, can we make bunk beds? Can we make bunk beds? Oh, this is cool. So much room for activities. This is how we do it. Mom, Dad, why'd you let us do it? This is the stupidest idea ever. Boy, that movie is a classic. Boats and hoes. Oh man. Oh, come back, Nikki. Come back. No, I was kidding. Oh, I was saying about my anxiety, and I learned how to thank you, Holy. I learned how to navigate around them. So now when I go into a panic attack, I'm able to be like, oh yeah, you trying, but what do you want? Why are you messing with me? Leave me alone. I might have anxiety, but anxiety don't have me. And then next thing you know, I ain't paying attention to it anymore. So I do believe that we beat that. And I also learned that a lot of times my anxiety was connected to me having to pray. And when I realized that, I rarely get them anymore. But when I do, I don't never get them when something happens. I get them when I'm laying still, chilling. That's why I know it's evil trying to stop you from doing something. I can be in the bed and all of a sudden my heart just be like, I'm like, oh hell no. Bust it down, brown guy, both the nose. Bust it down, brown guy, both the nose. I'm gonna change what I ingested. I done listened to you. I done paid attention to you saying that enough. I'm really gonna change my diet. I'm not gonna become a vegetarian again. I'm not gonna become a vegan, but I'm gonna eat better. I am. Anxiety though. That's how I met the young lady though. We was on a chat in a Bible study, and I was saying I overcame anxiety, and she asked me how. 5 years later, we still talk. She sends me, man, let me tell you how dope this lady is. She sends me Christmas cards. And that might be nothing to some people, but it's like, man, that is like everything to me. Like the fact that every year she makes sure I got the same address first, and then she sends me a card. How you doing? I'm good. Yeah, yeah, we still friends like 5 years later just because she inboxed me. That's why I said sometimes you have to reach out to people. I know that lady was supposed to be part of my life. One day I'm gonna meet her. I mean, her kids know me and everything. We just ain't never met in person. Never met a person. Her husband, everybody know me. I like that. That's dope. That's pretty dope. Watermelon is stupid. Busted down brown, got boats and O's. Man, that thing got me dying laughing. I can't stop laughing. It's the busted down brown for me. Busted down brown, got boats and O's. Busted down brown, got boats and O's. Why is that so funny? Ooh, I'm so glad I ain't got no kind of substances in my because I probably never stop laughing. Oh, Jesus. Bust it down, brown, got boats and hoes. Bust it down, brown, got boots and hoes. Bust it down, brown, got boots and hoes. Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes. Oh, heck nah. My dang on gel chipped on my nail, on my toenail. This is unacceptable. Shoot, that's 60 something dollars. Oh my goodness, no. I gotta figure that out. Once that stuff chip, it's a wrap. What did I do? He said, "Where you at? Bust it down, brown. Bust it down, brown. Bust it down, brown. Can't nobody do it like Gary. Bust it down, bust it down. Can't nobody do it like Gary. Bust it down, bust it down. They call him Bust It Down Brown, and he got boats and ooze." Look, he can't talk right now. He hear it because I'm telling you, he is in here. I'm looking at the number on the screen. He gonna cuss me out. He gonna drop back here like, wait, what? Bust it down, brown. Bust it down now. Time is now to bust it down now. Bust it down. Bust it down, brown, got boats and hooves. Bust it down, brown, got boats and hooves. Coming through a town near you. Bust it down, brown, got boats and hooves. If you got some water in your backyard, he'll pull up on his yacht. And it bust it down, bust it down, bust it down, brown. Bust it down. Turn it off. Turn it off. I don't want it no more. Turn it off. That damn watermelon. She had to put that busted down brown in the chat. It took me up out of here. I done lost every train of thought. It is over. No more positivity. Bust it down, brown, got boats and hooves. Bust it down, brown, got boats and hooves. They call him Gary. Mm. He is necessary. Mm. Bust it down, brown, got plans for you. He's gonna show you what he can do. Bust it down, bust it down, bust it down, brown. Woo. It's your turn tomorrow, amateur. I gotta go into the studio for you. Oh man, I think I needed that laugh. It just shifted my mind from getting ready to be in panic mode. All they talk about panic attack, and I'm looking in here like, dude, you are not moving. I think I'm gonna go and get my coworker's truck. I can't do it now because my sister gone handling her business. That's the only thing, man. That is the only thing. I can't do it by myself. Not the stuff. I do got a little stuff I can do by myself, but I got to get ready. I got to focus because I be feeling like I still got a week and I got like 24 hours for real, for real. I'm looking at it for real, for real. I'm sorry, Gary. I ain't mean it. Please don't get me. I'm scared. It was all Watermelon's fault. She was just inspiration. She's the leader. She's the leader of this. She's the leader of this. Yes, yeah. That's who did it. Dang, so I think we really accomplished something today. We didn't gave Gary a new career with his own jingle and commercials and everything. For real, for real. That's creativity. Maybe I could be somebody's ghostwriter. So hey, let me quit playing. I remember when my coworker said he's starting a church, and I told him I can ghostwrite his sermons because I know he ain't have it in him. To this day, I'm trying to figure out whose sermon he used the first time I heard him preach because I know it was not him. Come and get me. That's funny. Man, I don't laugh so hard. I'm dizzy. Shit. Oh, come down, me. Ain't nothing like a natural high, I tell you. Man, I done laughed my head. My head feel like it about to pop off my head. I done laughed way too hard today. Way too hard. Oh, that was a good one though. Oh, it was fun. And I still can't stop laughing though. Gary, Gary, are you there? Where you at, Gary? We just want to know if you want to put it on the track. You feeling some kind of way? Had a long day? I got somebody for you. He's one phone call away. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it down, Brown. Bust it down, Brown. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it down, Brown. Bust it down, Brown. All you need is a StreamYard or a FaceTime. Bust it down, Brown. He call you up and cam on up and breaks it down. Bust it down, Brown. Wiggle, wiggle, shake, shake. Wiggle, wiggle, shake, shake. Pop it, pop it. Bust it down, Brown. Gary gonna beat my task. Woo. Brought to you by Whistle While You Twerk. Bust it, bust it, bust it down, Brown. Bust it down, Brown. If you don't want the wiggle shake, you can get the encouragement from Bust It Down, Brown. Bust it down, Brown. He got a word in his belly for you. He'll help you figure out what to do. Bust it, bust it, bust it down, Brown. I feel like I'm taking advantage of Gary right now. Don't encourage him, atmosphere. He can't go back and listen. I still feel like he here right now. He just can't say nothing because the whole time he been saying he been on the phone, and I still see a 3 on there. So it's either Gary is right there listening, or somebody in the bushes. One or the other. Oh my God. Oh, I got life today. I got life today. Oh, yes, yes. Oh my God. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let me see. Pop, pop, bust it down, brown. Pop it, bust it, pop it, bust it down, brown. Got a word for you. He gonna tell you what to do, but you gotta pop it, bust it down, brown. Pop it, bust it down, brown. Wiggle, wiggle, shake, wiggle, shake. Sing a honey iced tea. Stop it, Meek. Stop it. I ain't making up no more songs. I'm hanging up my writer's pen and all that good stuff. No more freestyle. It's over. I retire. Stick a fork in me. I am done. It's over. No more. I know my brother now has an art with me. Please come to me in private. No, I'm just kidding. Gary gonna turn this into a beef sector after this, ain't he? He gonna come with the smoke. Gary gonna come with fire. He gonna be like, to hell with smoke. I'm coming with fire. Bust it down, brown. Bust it. Woo. Yeah, I gotta get ready to do some work too. Gary, if you're here and you're listening, I will still be your manager if you need me to. I don't apologize because I'm here to push you to use your gifts. And if your gift is to bust it down, brown, me and Watermelon are going to assist you and encourage you to bust it down, brown. You know what I'm saying? The world needs your bust it down. Yes. So I don't take back anything I said today. I'm here to manage this gift that you possess. We're going beyond gigolos getting lonely. Matter of fact, we're bringing the gigolo back. But we're going to have it with a twist. When you bust it down, you're going to be busting down the messages that woman needs to hear that's going to uplift her and encourage her to be a better woman. And when you bust it down, you're going to bust it down to make that young man say, you know what? I can do better than this. I'm going to take care of my children. I'm going to do what I need to do to be the example I need to be to my son. That's what Bust It Down Brown is all about. Yes. I am here to manage that gift. And in between time and meantime, during happy hour, we gonna get a little wiggle shake from Bust It Down Brown himself. I can't with me right now. Busting through them walls. Breaking down them barriers. You hear that, Brown? You would sit here to Bust It Down Brown show. To do the Bust It Down Brown show. As Deacon Atmosphere has so eloquently typed in the chats. Because we know there's a greater purpose for your bust it down. Yeah, you might have been wiggling and shaking through the former years. And we know you still got it, young man. But however, comma, you here to serve it on a different platter. Bust it down, Brown. Yes, people, Bust It Down Brown is more than just a wiggle and a shake. He's a force to be reckoned with out here in these streets. When he get on that big stage, and we all remember these days when we was singing Bust It Down Brown, Wiggle, Wiggle, Shake. When he on that big stage in front of all them people, encouraging them, talking about the island that they are not. We gonna remember this day. And we gonna be in the audience like, bust it down, Brown. Bust it, bust it. See, y'all don't know the wiggle shake. We know the wiggle shake. 10/26/2023. We knew the wiggle shake. But 2 years from now, when he on that big stage talking to all them people, we gonna have our signs ready. Bust it down, Brown. We are here for you, bro. Woo, hallelujah. Mm-hmm. Oh, don't think Evangelist Watermelon don't know she ain't about to get this work too on the next one. Yeah, I got a song for you too, boo. Yep, I sure do. I still gotta wait and see how long guns stay out the bushes. So we just gonna put him on security right now. It's gonna have something to do with food though, because he knows to come in here and tell us he changed his diet for that anxiety. We need to know more about that. We sure do. When I come back live tonight, I'm gonna have a special guest. I don't know if he's gonna come after he hear all this or after he's listening to all this, but I'm gonna invite the brother Bust It Down Brown up to the platform. I think he needs to grace us with his voice. Tell us about that Bust It Down. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a Bust It Down Brown corner this evening. Bust It Down Brown corner is coming tonight. Brother, I hope you're available. But the doors to the link will be open for you to come up. If you want to come and bring the fire at me because I done made up 32 songs about you and a sermon with 2 closings, fine, I can take it. I can own up to what I've done today. But just think about it. I humiliated myself more than I humiliated you. And I'm okay. Because I'm walking in my comedic nature today. God gave me that too. I be funny, but it ain't on purpose. This is accidental. Accidental humor is a gift. Yes, it is. I ain't start out to be funny. I didn't even think it was going to turn into something funny. But boom! Coming around, Mr. Bust It Down Brown. Coming around, Mr. Bust It Down Brown. What? Coming around, Mr. Bust It Down Brown. What? Coming down, Mr. Bust It Up Brown. Shake. Clap. Shake. Clap. Bust it down, brown, brown, bam, bam. Bust it brown. Now let me quit. Y'all, stop encouraging this, okay? Leave me alone. Listen to me looking like y'all doing something. If I don't get off here, this button will never turn off. And it's bad enough I'm going to have to deal with this after I get offline because I'm way too up. I'm way too up right now just to snap out of it. So I got to do something with this energy right now. I know, right? Isn't she an instigator? Just opened the floodgates of mess with Busted Down Brown. Bust it, bust it, bust it down brown. Bust it, bust it. Yes, it is all your fault. That's it. Accountability. What's the word of the day? Accountability. Because it can't be self-control because I done freaking lost it right now. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming to my Meek Talk. Feel free to hit the cash app. But most importantly, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. We just had a crazy time over here, and that's okay because we move by the spirit. And the spirit said, have fun right now. So that's what we did. We made a song before about Busted Down Brown. Them songs is anointed. Shoot. Y'all thought I was off my square. Nope. It's the season. But busting it down. Wiggle, wiggle, shake, shake. Let them file them grievances and throw it in that bucket we were talking about last night. I holla.